And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the EU as they implode. Now this one is in regards to Poland and Hungary, who are making a stand at the moment over the Lurgy Recovery Fund. You know, the one that they announced last year, 750 billion of the 1.8 trillion budget is to be used. Yeah, that one. Well, apparently, this comes with a rule of law. And this has put the back up Poland and Hungary. And you can understand why. Now, what it actually means is, for them to be able to be paid out from the Lurgy Fund, they have to abide by the laws the EU give them. Yes, you heard that right. They are trying to force, with money, or the restriction of relief money, they're trying to force laws onto countries that don't want to take laws. Now, I'm not being funny or anything, but doesn't that sound very democratic? No, it doesn't, does it? Well, let's have a quick listen to what Poland and Hungary have to say, shall we?
We're going to unify our arguments and join forces in this debate. Hungary will not accept such a proposal, which is unacceptable for Poland.
You hear that, everyone? Poland are protecting Hungary, and Hungary are protecting Poland. No, not looking good for the EU, is it?
What's on the table under the name of rule of law is not the rule of law, but rather the rule of the majority. And since we have a debate on many issues with other EU member states, when it comes to migration, national sovereignty, and also gender, I can't put Hungary at risk of being constrained by a simple majority on such issues that Hungarians cannot accept.
So as you can see by that, it sounds like a culture clash, doesn't it? Now, to me, that says that this is going nowhere. I mean, they've already vetoed it once. They're going to say they're going to veto it again. Now, obviously, the gap-toothed face gobcrapper Verhofftwat has to put his oar in, didn't he? And he said, unfunny irony, Poland uses heavily disputed tribunal to give its attack on the EU rule of law mechanism a shrine of legality. All eyes are on the European Commission now to show the rule of law is no joke. So threats then. So it's the same old thing, isn't it? They're just going to threaten them into it. Well, I'm sorry, but it looks like Poland and Hungary together are able to veto everything. So you're never going to get anything through unless you sit at the table and talk to them about their issues. But it doesn't sound like they're going to do that, does it? Now, obviously, Verhofftwat is constantly going off on one. His most recent one is this. Now, it seems to me that Verhofftwat's dream of an empire, an EU empire that he's at the head of, that subjugates and bullies its, I say members, they wouldn't be members, would they? It'd just be one homogenous blob. Well, it seems that the new deal that the EU have done in desperation with China has really got his knickers in a twist. And he's broken ranks and done his savage horribleness aimed directly at the EU themselves. Now, he's actually done an attack saying the outspoken MEPs question why European leaders have been so quiet following the arrest of Hong Kong protesters by the Chinese government. While EU leaders across the continent did not question the arrest of pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong, many have rightly hit out at the scenes witnessed in Washington this week. In a tweet, the MEP said, "So vocal European leaders are on the riot in Washington, but so silent they are on the crackdown in Hong Kong." Now, at this point, I would like to say I don't think Verhofftwat has any care whatsoever about the people of Hong Kong. I think he just doesn't like the fact that a big fish has taken over control of his glorious empire. Am I wrong on this? Let me know if you think I'm wrong on this. It seems like he's having a little bit of mental issues, doesn't it? Maybe he should go and see a knicker unshrinker. Maybe he should get him untwisted. Maybe he should find out who keeps kicking his box. It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? They'll use any sort of an excuse to get their own way, and Verhofftwat is no different than the rest of them. But it just does prove that everything is falling apart from the inside, doesn't it? If Guy Verhofftwat, the mouthpiece of the EU, the one that always backs the EU, is now giving them the two-finger salute, who's next, everybody? Who's next? It's getting good, isn't it, this, watching them eat themselves alive? Brilliant. I think I'm going to start running a sweepstake. We'll start figuring out what date they actually crumble, and the one that gets closest gets the pot. What do you think? I don't think we'll have long to wait, to be honest. I'd like to know your opinion on this, though. Do you think this is Guy Verhofftwat going on I'd say a midlife crisis, but he's well past that, innit? Late life crisis. Power removal crisis. It's got to be something like that, hasn't it? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. Stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.